Hey, how the heck are you doing out there? I am DW Wanberg, and this is DW's show for the 20th of June in the year of 2011. And how the heck are you doing out there? I've got the drapes closed, so I can't actually see if it's raining yet. I'm hoping to get this show done and down to the station on a bicycle. Anyway, anyway, what do I got today? I got lots and lots of clips. First of all, I'll start out with some clips of a car crashing into the Bethesda House of Thrift. No, not actually the car crashing into it. But I was doing a thrift store tour. I guess I go over to the Habitat store and Bethesda House of Thrift. And I was locking my bicycle, looked up, and I saw a car through the window of the Bethesda House of Thrift. And I was traveling with my camcorder and got some shots, went in the store, and got some shots there, and they were a little bit irritated with me. As you'll hear on the soundtrack, they say, are you here to shop or to take pictures? And yeah, I was there to shop, otherwise I wouldn't have been there. And I was there to take pictures too. I ran, they said we're closing, and can I just run through the store? And I didn't see anything that I really was dying to buy right away. So I shot. I did one shot from inside the store, and then went outside, and the people were still in the car, waiting for the fire department to come. They were not hurt. Nobody in the store was hurt, thank goodness, and could have been. I mean, the people in the car could have been hurt. The people in the store could have been hurt. It was very lucky, but certainly dramatic. So I've got that, and I'm going to run those in a hurry. And also, I've got lots and lots of clips from last week with the first it's the Walkerville to the WMC building, the Wisconsin Manufacturers and Commerce, which they have put a lot of money into political campaigns, into Governor Walker's campaign, into Supreme Court justices' campaign, which have changed the balance of the court to a more conservative and pro-business, anti-people court, and which has just shown in the last week when they ruled against Judge Sunni's decision, which seemed to be a reasonable decision, that the Senate or that the legislature had violated the open meeting rules, and all they needed to do was to pass it again to bypass that infraction of the rules. But the court seemed to rule on a partisan basis, and gave it to the Walker gang. But anyway, so I've got the march from the WMC, which I showed 2 minutes of clips last week, and I'll re-show some of those clips. And I've also got just a few minutes of the next day, Tuesday the 14th, which actually there's a title on there that's just to differentiate it from the day before. And at the WMC, there's some speeches, and I actually left out one speech that I wanted to use, but it in my editing process, it seemed to be I was too far gone to go back and get that footage. Maybe I should have, but I left out one of the the gal speaking, and anyway, so why don't I get to the car crashing clip, and this is Bethesda House of Thrift on Cottage Grove Road, and let's see those clips right now, and it's very self-explanatory. Again, nobody was hurt, thankfully, and here are those clips right now.
Because we've been going first.
Are you here to take pictures or
Hey, sir.
walkers underneath one of those tires? You feel it? Feel
Okay, there you go. Yeah, pretty dramatic. I was just going there and or didn't even. I don't think I even saw the car through the window when I biked up there, and I had locked my bike and looked up, and I'm glad I had my camera with me. I travel a lot with my camera, just to get these clips. And I got some there. Did you watch last week? Hope you liked my little homage to Mr. Wiener. Hope you weren't too offended. Maybe a little offended, but I actually asked this one loyal viewer if she'd seen it, and was kind of relieved when she said that she had missed the show. But if you have missed the show, I've actually put it on YouTube. And what do you do to get that? You go to youtube.com, and then you just punch in my name there, which would be D.W. Wanberg, and without any spaces or periods or lines or asterisks or anything. Just I think that would be the easiest way to search for it, D.W. Wanberg, and it would be actually the latest thing that I put on there. And another thing, you can actually see this show not only through the cable system, but through wyou.org. And if you actually punch up the Wiener Show, DW's Wiener Show, you will actually see a shot of me holding up this little piece of paper that says wyou.org, and you can go to wyou.org, and there's a big wood grain TV set, and you can push the play button, and you can see whatever programming is on our wonderful channel at that moment. And yeah, there's been some problem with problem with freezy frames and everything, but actually I gotta go to my clips or I'm gonna run out of time. So here are clips starting from last Monday, the march to the WMC, and here they are.
March around down East Block. Then we're going to have a press conference. We're going to let the media, the world know why we're here. And then we're going to march right on back. That's another aspect of one.
Over my dead body. I worked on
This is what democracy looks like. Want to say that this group assembled here was called by something called the Solidarity Roundtable. It's a collection of labor unions and community organizations and individual citizens who are coming together to oppose this immoral, devastating budget. And the speakers that you're going to hear from today are going to explain exactly why this budget is so bad for every single person in Wisconsin, with the exception of groups like WMC and their allies and the wealthy few who benefit from these backwards policies.
We not only need to take our government back from Governor Walker and the Republican legislature, but we must take it back from Wisconsin Manufacturers and Commerce, which is the most powerful business organization here in the state of Wisconsin. Now, by their own admission, they spent $1 million to elect Governor Walker, the governor of this state. And I would say, after seeing what Governor Walker and the Wisconsin Republican legislature has passed over the last several months, they certainly got their money's worth. What we're seeing right now is that they have passed or are in the process of passing $2.3 billion One with a B, $2.3 billion in new corporate tax breaks and tax breaks for the rich, that's what it's going to cost us over the next 10 years. Exactly. I thought we were broke. But when it comes to education, we're broke because Governor Walker is making $1.6 billion less available for our public schools. Governor Walker and the Republican legislature are cutting $250 million from the University of Wisconsin system. They're cutting $71 million from the Wisconsin Technical College system. They are determined to end health care in the state for 70,000 Badger Care recipients. And they're trying to raise prescription drug prices on our seniors. Are we going to allow this to happen? No! Exactly. Now we run, at One Wisconsin Now, we run WMC Watch, and I encourage you all to go there. It documents who the people are involved with this organization, what they've done over the years, how they've bought our legislature, how they've bought the governor's office, and how they bought the Supreme Court.
Boycott! Yeah. Boycott all those people.
Now, as the people of Wisconsin, we deserve a state capital. But they have turned it into an asylum. We deserve a legislature. And they have turned it into a parliament of whores. And we deserve a legislative agenda. And they have turned it into a hostile takeover of corporations taking our money over and over and over again. And so I am glad you are all here today, standing up strong for the people of Wisconsin, standing up for our middle class values, standing up for those most in need, because they have gotten everything they wanted. And it nearly bankrupted the United States. And so the last thing we want to do is reinforce an undesired behavior. It is time that we put the people back in charge of the state of Wisconsin and not Wisconsin manufacturers and commerce. Thank you.
We, as a people, this is our government, not theirs. We are saying this is our education system, not theirs. Now, what they want, obviously they do not care about education. Why would they? Their agenda is the corporate interest. And what do corporations want? They want mindless, obedient workers. They do not want a population that is educated, intelligent, and actively participating in their democracy.
Exactly.
So essentially, we are here to say, WMC, we will not take it. We as Wisconsin people do not want that, and we will not let these cuts happen on our watch, because we are intelligent, educated people, and we know what you are doing. So, and just as a side note, I think in terms of obedient workers, they really got one out of Governor Walker. You should have considered graduating college, in my opinion. We are here because we will not stand by and watch our students, my fellow students, go into debt for the rest of their lives for a degree that is meaning less and less every day. I'm not going to stand by and watch my father as a professor lose his intellectual freedoms, and I will not stand by and watch the staff lose their unions and their basic human rights.
Yeah.
We will tell WMC, people power. Our education system should be of the people, by the people, and for the people.
The public sector does stimulate the economy here in Wisconsin. The UW system alone, with its 26 campuses, employs 32,000 people and generates $10 billion in economic activity in the state. And for every dollar that the state invests in the University of Wisconsin system as a whole, there's a $10 return. And for UW-Madison, that's $21.
Yeah.
And so the public sector is generating economic growth here in Wisconsin.
Power of the people, right on. Real people, not corporate people, I heard out there. Real people, not corporate people. The older people, the seniors, the people with disabilities, the poor, the people who really, they don't think really count in this society of ours. Well, I say no. We do count, and here you are attesting to that. Bravo! Thank you. We've been at this 4 months now, and I want to hear the amount of enthusiasm there is going forward in the next 4 months. Let's hear it for Wisconsin.
Hi, my name is Brian Standing, and I'm a steward in AFSCME Local 1871 Dane County Professionals, and I'm a proud public employee, and I apologize for nothing. And I want to tell you something. We actually owe a debt of gratitude to the Republicans in Wisconsin Manufacturers and Commerce. You know why? Because they revealed their hand. In the past, they've said this is all about jobs. They've said this is all about building the economy. Now we know it's about nothing less than global corporate domination in every factor of our lives. That's what they're really after. How do I know this? You ask me, how do I know this, that they're not about jobs? Well, the Wisconsin Manufacturers and Commerce, the people right up there in that building peering out behind the blinds at us, wave, hi everyone, hello. They did a survey. They did a survey of their members, of the CEOs, the chief executive officers of all the manufacturing companies in Wisconsin. And they said, do you think Wisconsin is moving in a better direction? 80% of them said, yes. Now that Walker's elected, now that we've got the Republicans, absolutely. Further on in that survey, though, was another question. And they said, how many of you are going to be hiring in the next year? What percent do you think said they were going to be hiring? 8%. 8%. 80% think it's going in the right direction. 8% are going to be hiring. So the next time someone tells you that this is about jobs, you tell them they're a liar. This is about lining their pockets, getting rich on our backs. And the thing that they need to worry about, and the thing that they don't realize that they have awakened, is that we will beat them. We will recall the senators. We will hold our new senators to task. We will keep their feet to the fire, and we won't rest until we get constitutional amendments that prevent them from ever doing this again. So stay strong, Wisconsin. Stay strong, keep fighting, and we will win. We will win. We will win. We will win. We will win.
And these politicians and the WMC who's writing this legislation behind the veil, behind the curtain, right? They're writing this legislation that's being passed through by these politicians who are signing death warrants for Wisconsinites. When they pass this bill, this is a death panel for Wisconsinites who rely on Badger Care, they rely on Medicare, they rely on these programs that keep them alive, that give them cancer treatments, that give them dialysis treatments, that keep them living day by day. And so when these people are saying that it's about jobs, you know, it's not about jobs. Like they were saying earlier, this is about lining their pockets. Corporations are sitting on record profits right now, more than has ever been recorded in history. They have plenty of money. This is not about jobs. This is about more, and it's never enough. And they don't care if they kill people in the process. They don't care if they decimate our land in the process. They don't care if people lose their homes, their jobs, their livelihoods. They don't care because it's just about the money. They've been working on this agenda for 30 years. They're just getting to pass this stuff, and it's been 30 years, and we have to be in for the long haul. This is a change in the tides for us. This is about organizing in our communities. This is about organizing in our workplaces. This is about putting forward our own agenda that's about workers' rights, that's about healthcare, that's about education, that's about housing, that's about the environment, that's about taking care of our community where the priorities should be when you're talking about budgets. And so everybody heard about tomorrow at noon. We need to continue. You know, labor needs to turn out. The community, everybody needs to turn out just like we did in February and March. Go home, fight. Get 5 of your friends, get 10 of your coworkers, bring them to the Capitol at noon tomorrow. We have to build, we have to have a strong response, just like we had when we were, holding the Capitol and bringing the world's eye. I had friends in Geneva who were watching what was going on here. It really was inspiring the rest of the nation. And we can do it. We've done it before. We know we can do it again. And we need to start now.
So that's it. WMC is crushed. They will never interfere with our precious political process, right?
Stay strong.
All right, maybe we should have one more rally. Maybe tomorrow we should come back one more time.
Yeah.
And not here, but at the Capitol, just to drive the point home. And if that doesn't work, maybe we should come back one more time. Maybe Wednesday, and if it doesn't work, maybe Thursday and Friday. And as long as it takes, July, August, next January, next year, as long as it takes. We must keep the heat on groups like WMC. It's not about Walker ultimately. He will come and he will go. I mean, the guy doesn't even have charisma, right? You think he has a future? He'll be in and out. He might be recalled. He might not.
Future with them.
But somebody will always take his place, and it's not partisan either. Any party is susceptible to the kind of influence and the kind of money that these people can bring.
Cut back! Cut back! Cut! No way! Make the corporations pay! Cuts! 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 No way! Make the corporations How to solve the deficit? How to solve the deficit?
Okay, there you go. Hope you enjoyed those clips. Yeah, I didn't get this one speaker, a woman of color. I believe her name was Monica, and sorry about that. And I also had a shot of Dave Mahoney, the sheriff, watching it, but somehow got lost in my editing process last night. But anyway, maybe it'll make the YouTube cut. But anyway, thanks for watching today. I will be D.W. Wanberg, and Adios, so long, farewell, and I gotta take the escape slide out of here.